Barbados International Business Association. I am pleased that the Central Bank of Barbados has once again opted to convene a seminar of this quality. Since the first seminar on this area last year, the international business financial services sector in Barbados has been kept fully engaged by international developments that impact on the way we do business. This forum provides us with an excellent opportunity to discuss among ourselves, practitioners and regulators, current and upcoming developments, and work together on strategies that can be used to ensure that we surmount the challenges which confront us as a jurisdiction. One of the key challenges soon to be on our doorstep is the new US Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, FATCA, which takes effect next year. And I am encouraged to see the Central Bank has incorporated a session on that in today's programme. BIBA has also recognised that not all of our members may be fully apprised of how they will be affected by the provisions of this new Act, and as such, we will be convening a seminar in early April to present a deeper exploration of how financial institutions here need to prepare themselves for the implication of this new legislation. We must be ever mindful that businesses worldwide are facing credible challenges as the cost of doing business escalates. Consequently, we must ensure that the ease of doing business in Barbados equally escalates in order for us to remain attractive to those companies seeking new headquarters or locations for subsidiaries. As such, I'm eager to hear the presentation by Emmeline Tate of Invest Barbados as she looks at improving government services to the international business financial services sector. As a number of tax information exchange agreements, TIAs, proliferate amongst our zero-tax competitors, we must concentrate on the quality business environment that we provide and not become distracted in trying to win the tax game. Still, I shall be interested to hear from Shane Lowe of the Central Bank on how Barbados stacks up against our neighbours as he presents his findings on international business centres in the Caribbean. I have all confidence that once our infrastructure and institutions remain sound and our ability to expedite business transactions are efficient, agile and flexible, we will continue to attract new business to our shores. Indeed, even at the height of the global downturn, Barbados continues to license new business. According to statistics that BIBA has received from the Ministry of International Business, 519 new international business companies, IBCs, were registered between January and December last year, as compared to 420 registered in 2010. In total, the number of active IBCs in Barbados was 3,368 at December 31st, 2011, in contrast to 3,149 at December 31st, 2010. The number of registered international banks remained stable at 45, as 2 new banks were licensed, while 2 banks were wound up in 2011. This afternoon's panel discussion on new markets, new products in Barbados will likely inform us even further of what the prospects are for keeping this year-on-year growth in new entrants. I also expect that Dr. Carmichael's presentation will equally offer guidance on how best we can position ourselves to be more attractive to new business opportunities by bolstering our legislative framework. I know, for example, that he has voiced public support for the introduction of limited liability partnership legislation, and even if he does not touch on it here today, I would encourage you to join us next Monday for our joint consultation with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Barbados, as we explore the business case for such legislation and the benefits it could bring to our business environment. One piece of legislation that I hope Dr. Carmichael does address is the International Corporate and Trust Service Providers Act. This act became law last December, and there is widespread support for BIBA's view that the act should encompass all service providers and not just those who provide services to international entities. We therefore anxiously look forward to the more comprehensive version of this legislation. Last year's programme included a session on improving our anti-money laundering framework, and I'm sorry to see that given the passage of the new Money Laundering and Financing of Terrorism Prevention and Control Act last November, we are still not being given insight as to what impact this new legislation could have on Barbados' ability to attract and maintain international business. While BIBA did voice several concerns last year about some features of the legislation, we remain supportive of government's attempts to strengthen our regulatory framework, making it right-sized and appropriate, and by extension, enhancing our international reputation. International banks and financial institutions domiciled in Barbados manage billions of dollars in assets, and therefore it is imperative that the management behind these institutions have the confidence that they can operate here without challenges from regulators in the international markets in which they transact business. In closing, I would say that today's seminar is both timely and necessary, and I look forward to the discussions that will arise. I encourage all BIBA members here to candidly share their experiences and perspectives as we work together to determine how best to position Barbados to respond to the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Working together, we are stronger together. I wish to leave here this afternoon knowing that we have provided our regulators and others in authority with the depth of knowledge needed for them to take this sector and Barbados forward. Thank you once again for showing your commitment to this shared goal by joining us here today, and I wish us a fruitful and productive day. Thank you.